Hey, who is there? You're welcome. Who is there? Okay, so thank you for joining in. Kindly confirm that you can hear me. Wow, Red Bunny Classic, you are here. Marvel fan, welcome. Kindly confirm that you can hear me. I'm going to share what actually happened in the last 30 minutes. I will share with you. But confirm that you can hear me. Okay, loud and clear. Wow, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. And I hope my video is also clear. All right. Welcome, KSL. Red Bunny Classic. Wow. It's been a while. Red Bunny, it's been a while. Where have you been? Where have you been? And Marvel fan, you're welcome. Hello, everyone. Okay, crispy clear. Thank you. Something interesting happened in the last 30 minutes, and I'm going to share with you. And it's going to be part of the initial introduction to this live session. Thank you for joining on this YouTube live. Okay, Kisel. Kisel is here. Kisel, yeah, you have it, Kisel. Wow, good to have my people here joining in. Great community members, thank you. Okay, as I said initially, something interesting happened in the last 30 minutes, and then it could have been a stress factor for me. Okay, maybe I got some bit of stress from that, but I was already trying to take a decision to go to catch some rest, but I tried to check again. Interestingly, I had come up at 11:30, talking about West African time, and as I mentioned to some members of my community that I'll be coming up at that time. Okay, and we'll be talking about stress management. By the way, if you are just joining, kindly let me know where you're joining in from. We're talking about health, health, health. Okay, so for the first 30 minutes, I actually did two parts. Initial 15 minutes and another 15 minutes. So let me tell you what happened uh, earlier. I actually came up on this live and I was expecting people to join in. I was waiting, patiently waiting, enjoying myself, having set up. I waited for 15 minutes and nobody joined. Hmm. If that happened to you, what would you do? Okay, thank you, Red Bunny. Red Bunny Classic. Yes, as much as possible, I'll ignore irrelevant comments. But to safeguard our community, our mental health is very important. So we don't want people to get to see unpleasant comments on the platform. So I have some moderators here so they can help. KSL and Red Bunny also, you can help us. Thank you. Wow, thank you. KSL, thank you. Thank you for that message. Thank you for your support. So I just pinned that. Now, I was asking a question that if you decided to come up on a YouTube live and you came up live, and for the first 15 to 30 minutes, you didn't get anyone to join, you didn't see anyone joining your live session, what would be your reaction? Yes, I'm sharing that, Red Bunny. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing what happened. Yes, I said I came up earlier, about 30 minutes, and then I noticed that no one joined. There was nobody on the live stream. So I waited 15 minutes. I enjoyed myself, seated, enjoying, watching, looking out, waiting for someone to join. And nobody joined for the first 15 minutes. Okay, I decided to log out and come up again. Interestingly, okay, Red Bunny Classic says, you continue streaming as if there are 100 people in the chat. Yes, that's a good one. It's important, yes, to continue streaming because interestingly, sometimes things happen and you don't know that people are really connected. You may think they are not connected, maybe because you are not able to see them, but you have to keep. I like that. Whether you are talking to just a person, an individual, or you are talking to a crowd, talking about hundreds or thousands of people, you just need to deliver. And that is very important. Thank you for that, Red Bunny Classic. You just continue streaming. Okay, so I came off first 15 minutes, nobody showed up, and then logged out and came up again to see what was going to happen next. For another 5 to 10 minutes, I noticed nobody joined. As a YouTuber, for content creators here, what would be your reaction? Coming up live for about 15 to 30 minutes and no one joined your live session. Fidesa, you're welcome. Thank you for joining in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Play-Doh, welcome. Okay, so that was my experience earlier on coming up for this live. So what I actually observed was that I didn't check my settings well before I started. I had my chat settings, my video setting as unlisted, as unlisted. So it was more of a private. I could be the only one to access. Nobody could join in because it was not set on public. So that's actually what happened. That was what happened. I had my settings on unlisted instead of on public. So if you know about these settings, it's important to check your settings whenever you are coming up live. Be sure that your video setting is on public so that YouTube can show your live to other people online. Okay, people can get notified. So that was what happened. So that could have actually been a stress factor for me. It was actually a stress factor. Okay. Red Bunny. Excellent test run in that case. Yes, it was a test run. However, I was in between, should I continue? Should I do this again? Or just take a break and we do something later, later in the day? Okay, so I decided to try again and checked. I saw that the video setting was not set on public, so that was why I couldn't be seen by others. Okay, I like that question. That do I actually have a video outline before I go live? Okay, sometimes I have my notes here. Sometimes I have them written with an outline, but there are many times I may not refer to this. I have them readily on my mind. So I refer as soon as I notice that I am going way out of the planned discussion or topic for discussion. So that's what I do. So I usually take time to prepare so that I'll be able to maximize the time and help the people joining in to get value from participating in the session. Okay, remember to double tap on your screen to like this video and then to click on the notification bell, subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. Okay, so it's getting interesting. You are picking up. Now, if you have ever been stressed, can you comment in the box, in the chat box, if you have ever experienced stress or if you are currently experiencing any form of stress? Let us know in the comment section. Red Bunny Classic. I hope I have been able to answer that question. Do I have a video outline before I go live? Yes, I do many times. Many times. But because I want it to be natural and for there to be a flow and engaging to help other people participate as much as possible, I just take some breaks in between to check and be sure that I'm still following the outline. Okay, thank you for that very vital question. I believe that should help someone there. So it helps to maximize time when you already have a clear outline, the purpose for coming up live. Okay, some people come up live for entertainment. Okay, somebody may decide to cook and all that. Very good. You get attention. Some other person may decide to come up to dance, to show their dancing skills. Okay, that gets some attraction. Okay, but if it comes to education, sharing, and uh, building ourselves together and talking about achieving better health for ourselves, then it surely requires having some form of some guide so that we can be sure that at the end of this session, we are all better for it. Thank you, KSL. Thank you. Red Bunny Classic. So if you are joining us, kindly let us know where you are joining from. Okay, so have you ever experienced stress? And if you have, what type of stress? Or are you currently experiencing any form of stress? So, as a medical doctor, I am focused on helping people to achieve better health, your psychological health, your mental health is an essential part of your health. It's a critical aspect of your overall health. So we must learn to take care of these forms, these different aspects of our health. Okay. K cells from the US, all the way from the United States. Thank you for joining in. Red Bunny Classic is asking a question. Okay, exercise, physical activity is a form of stress, but that is good stress. And the question you're asking is there any exercise to reduce blood pressure? Blood pressure talks about the pressure, the flow of blood, the effects of that on the blood vessels. And this actually should have a normal range. Usually for normal blood pressure, it should be, for the systolic, the higher values should be between 90 to 120 millimeters of mercury. If it's above 130, it's elevated blood pressure, while the lower values should be between 60 and 90 millimeters of mercury. Any value lower than that is hypotension, while if it's higher than that, 90 is hypertension. So, talking about exercise really helps to increase the work, the activity of the heart, pumping effect of the heart, and this puts some pressure on not just the heart, the blood vessels, and other organs in the body. So it will mostly cause increase in blood pressure. Red Bunny Classic, if you know of any, okay, say maybe low impact exercise. For example, what example do you have for us? A low impact exercise. Low impact exercise. Give us an example. Okay, so exercise is a form of stress. Stress is actually a physical, mental, or social response to any event, any event that actually disturbs the normal state of an individual is a stress, and the response that you give to that uh, is what actually affects or determines your mental health. So it is important to be able to note that stress is good, but prolonged stress is bad. And not being able to handle stress, overcome stress, or deal with stress, or manage stress well isn't good. So, we are talking about stress management in this live session. Okay, so talk about walking. Yes, Red Bunny Classic. You say walking, brisk walking, form of low impact exercise. I'm not sure if that will cause a reduction in blood pressure. Rather, it should be an increase in blood pressure. Okay, so I'll check that up. Okay, so but uh, any form of stress, be it emotional, physical stress, mental stress, social stress could actually cause elevation of one's blood pressure. So it is important for us to be able to manage stress appropriately. So, but how do you know when you are stressed? Have you ever been stressed? Okay, KCL says his blood pressure is okay as long as he doesn't eat salt. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, salts, excessive intake, consumption of salt uh, could trigger high blood pressure. Yeah, stress can take a whole lot, a toll on the body. Yeah, stress can affect the physical health, can affect mental health, can even affect social and even spiritual health. Okay, so it can take a whole lot on the body. So wherever you are joining in from, wherever you are as an individual, at one time or the other, you would have actually experienced some level of stress, no matter how little, no matter how little. So if you have ever experienced stress or you are currently experiencing stress, let me know in the comment. Let's know and share your experience with us. So whether you are in the United States, you are joining from India, Russia, anywhere, even in Nigeria, you get to experience stress at one time or the other. May not, definitely not intentional. You may get stress from the environment, from your relationships. Okay, these are different ways by which people get stress. And if you allow stress to be prolonged, then you are likely to get to a state that you may not like yourself, may get to a level of burnout, getting burnout. Okay, so that's a result of prolonged stress. So you need to be able to learn how to deal with stress. Thank you, Kesel. You can see some unpleasant comments being removed. Thank you. So if you are joining in, we are talking about stress management. So even though it's okay to get some level of stress because that helps us to push, to do something extra, to go a step higher. If you don't allow that little stress, you may just remain on the same level, doing the same things, having the same results. But some form of stress, little stress, is actually helpful to make an individual grow. So it's a form of, it's a factor that helps us to grow. So from talking about family responsibilities, pressure from work, relationship matters, even talking about social media pressure, there is a need to be able to handle these different stresses or stress factors around us. Okay, I could see that someone was already talking about management of stress. So, okay, Red Bunny Classic. I read your comment now. You say, okay, you're asking, are breathing exercises effective for reducing stress levels? Sure, yes. We'll be talking about different ways by which we can manage stress. Okay, so we have just talked about the types of stress. Stress could be physical, where you have some increased level of exertion on your body that your body is not able to really bear. Okay, so that can happen to the body. There could also be mental stress where you are engage in some mental activities. It may even be at your workplace, your job, or you're doing a project that requires some time, attention, studying, preparing for exams. These are this is a type of stress. It could also be a social form of stress. Social in the sense that it's talking about the environment you live in. For example, in Nigeria, today there were some protests on this Independence Day, okay, which was yesterday, 1st of October. So that brought about some social stress. Talking about people getting anxious around in their environment, not being sure of what could happen to them considering the protest and the security matters around that. So that's a form of social unrest, social stress. So that could also happen in your environment, no matter where you are in the United States, as the elections campaigns are ongoing for elections, a lot of tension, issues coming up, attempts at assassination, and things like that. So these are very stressful uh, events. So when you talk about social stress, so if you are going to be able to describe these experiences that you have had or you're having, it means you should be able to recognize what type of stress you are going through per time. Is it a physical stress that is not allowing you to take enough rest? Hi, hello, Chin Yerem, you're welcome. Thank you for joining in. Yes, good evening, good morning, good evening, good morning. Okay, thank you. Welcome. Did you try to join earlier? Did you try to join earlier or you are just joining in? Chinyere. Oh, you dozed off. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the support. Thank you for joining in. Now, I shared my experience earlier about trying to come up for this live session. Okay, I'll quickly mention what happened. For about 30 minutes, I didn't get to see anyone join the live session. And not because people were not ready to join, but because I didn't check my settings for the YouTube live. So by the time I realized that my settings was on, thank you, Red Bunny Classic, for being an excellent moderator. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so my settings was on unlisted, and then I had to take a break twice to be able to realize that, and then to be able to come up with the public setting to public. That's why I'm able to get people to join in now. So YouTube was able to notify people. So I said that could help somebody. And Red Bunny Classic said, I asked what he would have done if he got himself in that kind of a situation. He said he would have continued and then as if he had at least 100 people connected to the live session. Okay, so I said that was a good one. That's a good one. So KSL Chinyerem is saying hi to you. You're welcome. Hope you're able to catch some rest. He said he dozed off. Yeah, our bodies definitely, the body will require that rest at one time or the other, especially when you have overworked, you have worked yourself physically, mentally. Content creators, we are doing a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, spending so much time, giving so much energy, doing so much mental work. It's not easy, but it's good. is good, and you're impacting a lot of people out there. Okay, yeah, those of sometimes you just come back and continue. So thank you for joining in. Okay, okay, I'll be getting back to your question soon. Eh, is it Ethan? Ethan, thank you for joining in. I can see your question. But I was talking about being able to recognize. Now, Chinyere, have you been stressed before? Chichi, have you been stressed before? Let's know in the comments box, in the chat box, if you have ever been stressed or you are currently undergoing any form of stress. Okay, let's know. So we are talking about stress management. So it's important to be able to recognize the type of stress you are undergoing per time. As I mentioned, stress is actually important for us to make progress, to be more productive in life. But it could also be detrimental or give some negative effects to any individual. So it's important to be able to recognize, you are able to recognize that you are being stressed and what type of stress you are presently going through. Okay, Chichi, why are you always stressed? Why? Why? Do you want to tell us why? Why are you always stressed? What? Is it related to your YouTube journey? Is it related to family life, trying to take care of the children, the your husband, the family as a whole? What type of stress? Is it business stress? Is it the kind of stress that is producing cash, giving you money? Okay. Okay, Red Bunny Classic. Looking at, okay, Aidan. Okay, we are talking about the topic is stress management, how to deal with stress. Okay, you're welcome, Aidan. Is it Aidan or Ethan? I don't know. You said you don't know this channel. Okay, this a health-based channel. Talk about health, wellness, and lifestyle, and how to achieve better health. And that's what we're talking about. So the topic is stress. Yes, thank you, Red Bunny Classic. Doing a great job. They're talking about stress. Red Bunny Classic says looking at bank account balance can cause stress. Sure. Yes, it can. It can cause some mental stress. If you have projects, things you need to do, and you're trying to be sure that you have enough funds to fulfill your projects, then that could cause some stress. So, Chichi, why are you always stressed? What's the cause of your stress? Okay, stress from working super hard. Yes, I celebrate women. You're actually doing a lot, not just for yourself, taking care of children, taking care of the house, and ensuring that things are working. You're doing a lot. Especially also that you are a content creator, you're a YouTuber. That requires some time and attention combined with all the other obligations and responsibilities that you have. Oh, that's great. So, but we were talking about how to manage stress. So maybe you'll find some of the tips helpful, Chichi. So stay tuned. Don't doze off. Don't doze off. Don't doze off. Don't doze off. Okay, maybe I'm more alert and awake at this time because I was able to catch some rest during the day. Okay, so that's also important in management of stress. You must learn how to take a break, take a nap, and that will also be helpful. Okay. Oh, somebody said there's good and bad stress. Yes. You want to tell us more? So what are the good stresses and then the bad stress? So what are they? You want to tell us more? Chichi is saying all around stress, financial stress. Yes. Money matters matter. Yes, trying to take care of everything and everyone at the same time is stressful, yes. So, but you must learn how to prioritize, learn how to do self care, care for yourself, so that you can do better at caring for others. Okay, case you say you have trouble sleeping and it stresses you out a lot. So, you must be able to identify why you are not getting adequate sleep. Your sleep should actually be restorative, you should have quality sleep no matter how many hours you sleep, even though we recommend on the average 6 hours of sleep. Okay. You say you are up more than you are awake. Why? Why? What do you do? Why should you be awake more than you are asleep? You are up more than you are awake. Okay, Chichi, say you will try not to doze off. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Red Bunny Classic. Good stress. Receiving plenty money. That's true. That's when that kind of money come in plenty. We call it alarm. Yeah, not just receiving an alert. You are receiving an alarm. It's sounding so loud. Okay, Red Bunny Classic says bad stress is spending the money. Yes, you're on point. You're on point. Yes, bad stress is spending the money because you'll be thinking. And if you're like me, I'm thinking as I'm spending, I want to be earning far, far more than I'm spending. Okay, so that's very important. So that's one of the ways to deal with your stress when you're able to be able to balance or even go beyond what you are giving out. You have more coming in than what you are giving out. So a lot of people actually feel stressed because they are giving more than they are receiving. So if you are joining in this live session, for example, I'm sure there are some things that we are sharing here that's being shared that you, even as a big content creator, a YouTuber, are going to benefit from. Okay, so it's good that you are part of this. So we should learn to receive. Yes, that's the word. To receive from others, not just giving. So the more you give, you can exhaust yourself. You can give more than is necessary. So you must learn to take breaks. You must learn to self-love, self-care, and learn to balance things on that side. The good stress are the ones you get from workouts. Yes, Chichi, that's very true. Excitement, maybe a child, but bad stress is anxiety. You are very correct. Anxiety, fear, being worrisome, depression. Yes, those are bad forms of stress. Those are things that's wow. I love this. Red Bunny Classic. Prayer is the master key. Wow, that's powerful. Yes, as a Christian, the Bible talks about not being anxious for anything. So anxiety is a form of stress, that state. But in everything, that's what the Bible says, in everything by prayer and supplication. Make your request known to God, and then He will answer. Paraphrasing that. So it's important to learn how to present matters to God, learn to seek God's attention, learn to worship God, learn to pray, learn to meditate on the Word of God as ways of handling stress. Okay, so let's go to how do you know as an individual, how do you know that you're going through stress? Having defined stress, having highlighted the different types of stress. I don't know if anyone can type in the comment box the different types of stress that I have mentioned in this live. Remember to double tap on your screen. Remember to double tap on your screen. Okay, so moving to how to recognize that you are being stressed. So, what are the factors? What are the symptoms? Or what are the signs that a person is undergoing stress? Okay, thank you. We are on nine likes. You can have more. Yes, KCL has pointed out one symptom. So, getting to overthink, getting to worry, and then headaches. These are some symptoms of stress. So if you're having frequent headaches, in fact, some could be a particular type of headache, talking about migraine headache, tension like headache. These are symptoms, some symptoms of an individual that is experiencing stress. Have you ever been stressed? It's not a good place to be perpetually. It's important to be able to come out of it. So some of these symptoms, okay, irregular breathing patterns. Yes, you're right. Irregular breathing patterns. Sometimes you person experiences fast breathing, especially when they are anxious, they are fearful, worried. Some other people may even hear their heart beating. Talking about palpitations, you need to hear your heart beat, and such an individual can develop high blood pressure, elevated blood pressure, that's hypertension, and the consequences or complications that may arise from that. So those are some of the symptoms. Still talking about symptoms of an individual that is undergoing or experiencing stress. So what symptoms have you experienced before? Kindly drop in the comment box. Have you ever been stressed? So, what symptoms did you have? Or if you are currently undergoing stress, what symptoms are you currently having? Yes, Chichi. High blood pressure. Yes, that could be a sign. Palpitations. Yes. Headaches. Insomnia. Yes, insomnia is inability to initiate or sustain sleep. That is insomnia. Not just inability to sleep. For some people, they are not able to initiate sleep. You're not able to, maybe they get to the bed, you're not able to actually begin to experience that sleepiness. Rather, they are still alert and awake. But some people, they get to sleep, yet they have short periods of sleep. They have periods in which they get to awake, they are alert in between their sleep. So, talking about inability to sustain sleep, that is also could be a symptom of stress. Thank you, Chi for that, for those signs that you have highlighted. Okay, KCL says at times you break out in a sweat. Yes, at times that could have happen if you are anxious, all that. Somebody is here tonight, this morning, this afternoon, depending on your location. MK's Arena. Yeah, welcome to this session. Thank you for joining my live session. How is work going? How are the patients? So good evening. Good evening. Okay, so we're talking about stress management. Have you ever been stressed? MK, have you ever been stressed? Are you currently going through stress? Can you share your experience with us? Yes, some of the symptoms here we mentioned headaches. Frequent headaches could also be a symptom or sign of stress. Bad dreams. Yes, you're right. Some people see themselves fighting in the dream. It's not actually sometimes it's not actually a spiritual attack like some people see it. It may actually be a result of the activities, mental activities, or even physical activities that an individual has undergone during the day. So such an individual may find it difficult to sleep. And when they are asleep, they tend to have recalls of events from their memory or from the physical engagements during the day. So that can actually happen. People getting bad dreams from being stressed. MK Arena is saying hello to you, K Cell. Okay, noise pollution. Okay, noise pollution is a form of stress. Could also be a trigger for stress. Yeah, some people are not able to sleep or get well rested when there is noise in the environment. And that's actually one of the reasons for people having insomnia. If you are not able to have a good, comfortable sleeping environment, the person may actually experience some form of stress. Yeah, KCL is saying hello to MK. Freshly Wild is here. Freshly Wild, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. MK Arena. He said you're always stressed. Just like Chichi has said, she mentioned that she's also usually stressed. So why? Why are you always stressed? Can you still hear me clearly? Why are you always stressed? You feel so tired. Why? It's important to be able to recognize, first of all, the trigger for your stress. What triggers your stress and what type of stress you are undergoing. So that will help to determine the kinds of management that you need to apply to the stress that you are experiencing. So, what is responsible for you getting always stressed? Why do you feel so tired? Why? Is it related to your eating habits? Is it related to physical engagement? Is it related to your content creation, YouTube sessions? Okay, so is it related to family? You should be able to recognize this, and that will be helpful for you. Okay, so if you'd like to share with us, let's know. Chichi says, even migraines can be a symptom of stress. Yes, you are right. KCL says, if I get around too many people, I get stressed and anxious. I want to leave right away. Wow, do you have social phobia? Physically, but because socially, you are here with us socially. So why is it that you don't like to look at people? You, what exactly is your experience like? Talking about relating with people, that gets you stressed. Have you had some very unpleasant experiences with people that is now shaping your lifestyle or decisions? Say it even happens when you go to the grocery store and there is a lot of people. Wow, feel stressed. Why? Even now, MK says she's stressed because she feels like sleeping and she's not getting that chance to. So it's giving me a headache. MK, you may need to catch some sleep. I don't want you to have a headache. Okay, yes. Okay. At the end of this session, you should be able to catch your well deserved rest. Okay. Chichi says, sorry, MK. Sorry about your experience. Matty, yes, I'm not sure if I get that pronunciation correctly. Marty, you're welcome from Ireland, all the way from Ireland. You're welcome. Chini MK says, thank you. Hunger. Yes, Red Bunny Classic. Hunger can also be a trigger for stress. You're right. MK Arena, you're not getting enough sleep. Right. So Real TV. Thank you for joining in. You're welcome. Thank you all for the likes. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions. We are talking about stress management. Have you ever been stressed? Share your experience with us if you have ever been stressed, or if you are currently undergoing stress. What type of stress are you experiencing, and how are you learning to deal with stress? So, we have been able to talk about the different types of stress, different triggers for stress, and then symptoms of stress. I believe we are together following. Yeah. Hello, Chichi Mary T. Thank you for joining in, madam. Welcome. Hello, thank you for joining in. Thank you. Thank you. Kindly let me know if you can still hear me clearly. Okay, KCL says it is weird because it didn't used to be like that. So now we need to talk better. We need to have a one-on-one, something like that. Or you have to see a professional for that, be a psychologist, a, your doctor, so that you can interact better and be able to really identify what is happening, to be sure that you are doing well regarding your health. So if that was not your kind of person before, not wanting to relate or associate with people in the public, then and that is happening now, you must be able to recognize, is that healthy for you, or it is a sign or symptom that requires some attention. Okay. KSL, it is important. See your doctor. MK Arena, you've been on 12-hour shifts. Okay, usually on 12-hour shift. And when you get home, you have to check on family, making you not to have enough sleep that you needed, leading to stress. Sure, yes. Not having enough sleep, having to do a lot, giving so much time and energy, actually symptom or triggers of stress. There's powerful lightning here now. I need to adjust this light. Okay. Okay. Trying to adjust my lights. hope I hope your screen is okay with this light scene. Lighting here is okay. Okay, just a minute. Just give me some few minutes. I'll be back. Thank you. Yes, thank you. It was when the external mic got disconnected. I noticed that I had not unmuted. Thank you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah. Mary T, thank you. As the top change to nervousness. Woody 81 talking talking to yourself. Now hope you can hear me. Yeah, hope there is sound now. Is it clear? Is the audio clear now? I'm using an external mic. Okay, thank you for the feedback. It's clear. Thank you for staying on the live. Thank you for giving me that few moments. Yes, thank you. Thank you, KSL. Wow. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you. Thank you for making this engaging. Okay, MK's Arena. Thank you. Thank you. Remember to double tap on your screen to like. Yes, MK's Arena. KSL is really doing a very good job. Great. Doing very well. Thank you, KSL, for being an excellent moderator. Q. Okay, KSL says, wow, MK, you have a lot on your plate. And you can see how you can be stressed. Yes, those are the different factors that she has been able to identify, and then the types of stress she's experiencing. Yeah, KSL is appreciating you, MK. Chi. Yes, I can see the love from everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being great members of my community. Thank you so much. Great. Now I can see we are a number of YouTubers here, content creators. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your time. So we are still talking about stress. And interestingly, as YouTuber, every YouTuber will go through this. MK did a live session on mental preparedness, how to be mentally prepared for the YouTube journey. I'm sure that was a helpful one, very useful one for anyone that is just thinking of coming up with starting their own YouTube channel. Okay, Edan, before we go to your question, if you have any question, please kindly drop in the chat box. I will respond as much as I can. Okay, but we're still talking about stress management. Have you ever been stressed? Some people have actually shared their experiences with us. Me, as a medical doctor, it will be an understatement to say that I have ever been stressed. Okay, so but we just have to keep keeping on. God helping us to renew strength, to move on, to do what needs to be done, and really finding time to take well-deserved rest and breaks. Okay, and one of the important things that we need to recognize when it comes to stress management is that um, our social life, social connectivity or connectiveness is a critical aspect of addressing stress. Yes, if you're a social person, there's that aspect of feeling relaxed, the aspect of smiling, beyond smiling, laughing, chatting with others, showing excitement. These are very positive emotions, and we should learn to appreciate this in our lives, appreciate people that we are connected to. That's very important. So, be looking at the different ways by which we can manage stress. Any contributions, any questions, kindly drop in the chat box. So, how do you manage stress? Can you share your experience with us? Yes, the audio is very good now. Chichi, abroad is stress. Can you break this down? Can you expatiate? Can you explain? What do you mean by abroad is stress? Chichi is asking you, abroad is stress. What do you mean by that? Kindly help us. I from Portugal, Ruben Candias. You're welcome. Welcome, sir. Welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for joining in. Ruben from Portugal. Thank you for joining in. Okay, so I was saying that for women, females, talking about not just content creators, they have obligations, responsibilities, a whole lot, professional career, business that women are engaged in. So talking about caring for children and all that, Chichi, you are doing a great job. Well done. So these are areas where individuals can get stressed. KCL has posted, welcome all newcomers to Dr. Soyemi's live. The top for this live is stress management. Yes, we are talking about stress management. If you are enjoying the content, kindly hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Or will be much appreciated. Yes, yes. Yes, by the way, this is my third year being on YouTube uploading videos. Interestingly, I'm about to remove some videos from my channel. So I have a whole lot more than what is currently showing as public videos. So I'm in this as long as God permits. So you see, I'm passionate about health, people achieving good health, maintaining healthy habits, and a whole lot. So, thank you for that powerful one, KCL. Thank you for the invitation. People should subscribe. I am looking forward to hitting the 1,000 subscriber count soonest. Now about 860 or so. So thank you for your support, everyone. Chichi is saying, hi, Corey. You're welcome. Canadian from Canada, yes, from Canada. Corey, you're welcome. Corey Wheeler, thank you for joining in. We're talking about stress and stress management. Chi is greeting you. Okay. Chi is greeting you. Can you see her? Okay. MK Arena says she did. You're welcome, Corey Wheeler. Thank you. Yes, KCL is doing, I mean, wonderfully well. Thank you, KCL. Okay, Corey Wheeler said, God bless. Amen. Thank you. Okay, Somebody might be stressed as we are talking about stress. Who is being stressed now? Is it Chichi, Meriti, or Chinyere? Who is being stressed? Okay. Gamer said doctor is right. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to read your comments. Chinyere. Say you will share how you attempt to manage stress. What you do is to create a self-care day at least once a month, and you also schedule and plan yourself well, and you ask for help when you need it. These are very important points. Sharing her experience with us, she says she attempts to manage stress by creating a self-care day. Interestingly, before you joined, we talked about self-care, which is very important. Self-love. You need to love yourself, celebrate yourself. You need to recognize that stress should not define you, should not be a defining factor for your life. And the fact that stress can lead to burnout, you need to recognize this and be able to care care for yourself. Like I said earlier, a lot of people care for other people, yet they rarely or little care for themselves. So that's very important. Taking yourself out once a month. You also schedule and plan yourself well. Very important. It's good to have a plan, a structure, how you spend your day. You can attach time. Talking about setting goals and attaching time to your goals. Let them be time managed so that once you have been able to do what you need to do to a level to achieve a particular goal, then you move to the next level, move to the next thing. And if you are going to be moving, you should also learn when to take breaks in between achieving your goals, in between your activities, which is very important. Okay, so Chichi says she plans herself. Planning is very important. And ask for help. People don't ask for help until it really gets bad or until they really get worn out before they get help. So recognize that you cannot do it all. You cannot do it all alone. You need people around you. You need people to help you, just as you also need to help somebody out there. Okay, MK, thank you for joining in. Can see your comments. Okay, not having help. Chichi Meriti says not having help, having to work, family. Yes, those are the different areas that you may be experiencing stress. Thank you, MK, for joining in. Great privilege to be here. Thank you. I can see your message. Okay, you can rejoin as soon as you can. Okay, KCL says you not having anyone to talk to was one of your issues with stress, but meeting you all has eased that stress. Yeah, that's a very important one. Our social lives are a very important aspect of our overall health. So the more positive your social life is, you have a good community, you have a positive, you have positive sets or people that you are connected to, you are connected with. This goes a long way to help your mental health and to relieve stress as much as possible. So when you learn to share your thoughts with others, you know, sometimes even have ideas that you are trying to think a whole lot about, spending time to think, but sometimes you can just have a time of sharing with your community or just one person, a friend, and then you find out that you're able to do better, you're able to shorten the time in getting to achieve your goal. Yes, MK, make sure you get some rest after you get home. Attend to your family. Yes. There's a message here. Interesting. Corey Wheeler say this man knows what he's talking about. Just here for a short period of time. We need more people like you here in Canada. Canada, here I come. Okay, maybe that's part of my destiny, what God wants me to do at a point in time. Maybe I'll be in Canada. Presently, I'm in Nigeria. Okay, and it's getting more interesting and clearer day by day. By the way, I'm a medical doctor with special interest in reproductive health, family health. I'm a family physician, so I'm interested in educating people, talking about preventive health, and then talking about management of chronic medical disorders. These are my areas of interest. Okay, so thank you for these wonderful comments, Corey Wheeler. I appreciate this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm happy that I'm giving some value um, as people are joining in. Thank you, sir, for the comments. Hashem, you're a good man. God bless you. Amen. Thank you. Okay, Gamer says, I like watching good movies. So, watching movies for some people is a way of actually taking off the stress. So, you should be able to recognize what makes you relax. So, we're already into management of stress. The first thing in the management of stress is to be true to yourself, recognize and face the fact that you are being stressed. Don't be in denial. If you deny that you are being stressed, that will not take away the symptoms. Rather, it may even worsen it because not recognizing early, not admitting that early, and not taking steps to manage stress is not good in any way. So you must be able to recognize. Okay, thank you, Chi Chi, for the love. Thank you. Corey Wheeler sending you lots of respect all the way from Canada. Yes, you are well appreciated. Thank you. Yes, you have to go to bed to wake up early for school run. Yes, school resumes today. Yes. Nice being here, doctor. Let's do this often. Okay, well noted. We do this often. So I'll be rounding up on this live soon, but we'll be talking about management, the specific things that you can do to manage stress. Yes, discussions like this can be helpful. Okay. Good. KCL says, good to see you, Chini. Have a good night. Yes, love from KCL. Chichi Meriti says, sleep tight. Chi Yeren. KCL, I can see your comment on Doctor. What's so good about you is you take your time out to teach us all, and there are not many doctors that are doing what you do here online. Okay, thank you for that comment. I also try as much as possible to follow people and study. A few people there are more people that are doing this. Maybe not too many, but maybe they're not even medical doctors. Actually, there are some that are into health that are doing. things like this. But when you say I'm taking my time, I think I'm just that's just me. I like to take my time to explain. I like to make my patients get necessary value at consultation. So they appreciate that. Thank you for this wonderful feedback. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, KSL. Thank you, KSL. So I hope to do more. I hope to improve on what I'm doing. Thank you, KSL. You're doing a very great job. Yes, Corey Wheeler is your doctor is from India. His name is what? Dr. Doria. He's a good doctor. Say you prefer doctors of different cultures than white, Caucasian, and Canadian born here. Wow. So what are your reasons for wanting or choosing doctors outside your environment? I'd like to know. I'm interested. Thank you, Corey Wheeler. Okay, so moving from that practicality or reality of recognizing that you are being stressed, not denying that fact, find a way to remove the trigger, avoid triggers as much as you can. Okay, of course, you can't leave your children, you can't leave your family, you can't. But like someone shared earlier, you need to find time to take breaks to care for yourself. Okay, so when you identify triggers, there are some people that are into toxic relationships, um, not building them or building them. They are just negative people around them. So you need to be able to avoid such relationships. And then if it's work related, you are engaged in some of your work environment is so demanding and you don't have some control, then you can really get stressed. So you should be able to recognize this and deal with that as much as you can. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the physical things that you can do. Someone already mentioned meditation. It's a very critical aspect when it comes to management of stress. You must learn to take time off to meditate. Get a good environment, a comfortable environment where you can be all by yourself. It may be near the swimming pool, it may be in a library, it may just be somewhere that is quiet, serene, with some aesthetics, a place where you can just be by yourself, a place where you can think, of course, think positively. Okay, that is a very helpful way or approach to managing stress. So when you take time to think about what you have done, what you need to do, and at the moment thinking positively how to overcome your current stress levels or demands and be able to make progress. So it is important for you to learn to meditate. As a Christian, I meditate on the Word of God, and that helps me to fill my mind with those powerful messages from the Bible, and that helps me to move on and make progress in life, even when there are challenges around me. Okay, so learn to take time to meditate. So you must find time, whether when you wake uh, in the morning or you want to do that in the evening or any time of the day that suits you or the environment that will help you to do this, you should be able to find time to meditate. Meditation is a very good way of managing stress. Okay. Next, I'll mention deep breathing. I'm sure you have heard this many times. I don't know if you practice this. In India, I know they do yoga and all, but you can do deep breathing exercises. A form of relaxation exercise where you, yes, taking your breath for a few seconds. I'll do that again, and then you release, exhale gradually through your lips. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate that now. Okay, so that's a simple way of demonstrating deep breathing. So when you engage in deep breathing, it's also a way for you to relax. It's not necessarily until you take a nap or you are asleep that you can find relaxation moments. So you can get to relax through deep breathing. Kesel says, you say the doctors don't really connect with their patients. That's talking about your environment. It's like they don't even care. So I think this also has to do with personality, background, the work environment, the values around that particular hospital or the healthcare provider or professional that you are engaging with. So it's important to, yes, as I believe as a medical doctor, that it's important to be able to connect with my patients, to feel them, to let them know that I am listening, to let them know that I understand what they are saying, to see and let them know that I'm going to do everything possible with God to help them achieve better health. So this connection, this education, explaining things, counseling, these are very important aspects of medical services. So thank you for your comment, KSL. Doctors should learn to connect more with their patients. I agree with you. So if we say we care, then we should show it. Okay, KSL, you say you do gardening, and that's a good stress reliever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. And this is actually a recommendation that we give to the elderly, talking about people from the age of 60 and above. When they, if they can engage in gardening, then it's a way of exercising for them, and then it is also a way of relaxation or taking away stress, like KSL experiences when he does his gardening. Okay, he says it's very peaceful. Okay, thank you, Corey Wheeler. Appreciate your comments and observations. Okay, so in performing deep breathing, I just demonstrated that earlier. So what you do is to take a moment to breathe in deeply through your nose for a few seconds and then exhale slowly through your mouth. So this sounds basic, but it really helps to calm your mind and body. You should try that and let me know how you feel. So we've talked about the need for meditation, the place role of meditation in management of stress. Talk about deep breathing in the management of stress. Next is exercise. You need to be active. Exercising, workouts are forms of engaging in physical activity. So you don't need to go to it's not until you get to the gym before you can exercise. So brisk walking, as someone mentioned earlier, is a very important one, basic one that you can do around your community, your neighborhood. It helps you to feel good. Actually helps to increase the pumping activity of your heart, and then blood supply to different parts of your body, and it helps your brain. It helps your brain, also helps to clear matters from your mind and helps your brain to even process information better. Thank you for the likes. Looking forward to more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So just looking at my notes here now to be sure I'm giving you all the other information. Yes, we've talked about 3 points in the management of stress. Now, the next one is that you should maximize the place of communication. Learn to communicate with others. It may just be someone that you are comfortable sharing your concerns or your challenges with. Some people will benefit from professional counseling, and you should engage with a professional, maybe a counselor, a psychologist, or even your medical doctor to help you to navigate the stress that you are experiencing. So, whether it's a friend or even a family member, sharing what you are going through can lighten the load. On this side, we say of a problem shared. That's the way it's said. A problem shared is half solved, right? How much more when you are sharing that problem with the right person or persons? So let's recognize the place of the place of communicating with others. Sharing that helps to lighten the load. Don't carry all the burden on your head. Take them off. Take them off. Give them to God, and there are people that are willing to share the burden with you. So learn to share the burden. Learn to share the burden. Ask for help when you need it, whether in the family, whether in terms of taking care of children, in terms of um, cooking, in terms of washing, especially for women. And men also, men should learn to communicate, should learn to seek for help when you are getting overwhelmed. You may need the services of a professional, a psychologist, to help you navigate the challenges you may be experiencing. Okay, so I don't have my bottle of water close by. I should be drinking some water now. Okay, so we'll be rounding up soon. Thank you all for joining in. I'm still going to take your questions if you have any, and some of the comments that I'm here to take. Coriwila, Coriwila. Okay, I don't know. Can I know you more? Can we get to know? Who are you? What do you do? Um, some people ask about age and all that. If you would like to share with us, just introduce yourself a bit more. What do you do? Thank you. Okay, so you're saying you could say more, but I know I understand what you mean. Okay. KCL says, Doctor, what are your thoughts on aromatherapy? And do you believe that helps with stress? Sure, yes. KCL aromatherapy is also a form of stress relief. Okay, lavender oil, essence oils. There are some other chemicals that are good for the senses and they help to calm the nerves, and these are helpful in management of stress. So I agree with you, Kesel. Aromatherapy is also a form of management of stress. Yes, it helps with stress. Yeah. Okay, so finally, the fifth point on management of stress. Okay, fifth point from my own notes, but we definitely have more from the additions from comments, the chat box. Kesel, thank you for your wonderful contributions. Corey Wheeler is still here. Thank you. Thank you. And if you are just joining us, we've been talking about stress management, and it's been an interesting and engaging session. Okay, thank you all for the comments. So, lastly, let's talk about the power of setting boundaries. You must learn to set boundaries. When it comes to taking a break, you must be able to determine and manage your own space, determine the time you want to spend with yourself. And these are uh, things, it's actually a way of helping yourself to step out of that stressful season to getting into a new season where you are having less stress or you are not stressed at all and you're able to become more productive. So that's why people take a leave off from work sometimes. So it's important to recognize how to set boundaries. So it's sometimes okay to say no. You don't always have to say yes to everything, all the demands. People need your attention here, need your attention there. You must learn to take breaks. You don't wait until your body is talking to you, forcing you to take that break, okay? So that's very important. So it's important to protect your time and energy, and that's crucial for managing stress. I believe I've been able to share some tips on stress management, and it's been interactive. Thank you all for participating. I believe this will help somebody. Somebody will be helped with this session. Sorry, I have to do some adjustment here. Okay, thank you. I believe somebody will be having a new experience from this interaction, this session that we have had. Any more comments, questions? Okay. Yeah, certain fragrances can change someone's mood. Yes, you are right, Kesel. Corey Wheeler, you are male. Yeah, thank you for responding to my question. You say you are 40 years old, yeah, an adult. You work as a mason. Concrete mason. Okay, so that means you do a lot of work, physical, there. So how do you manage stress? How do you manage stress? Okay, so one of the very important things, and in another session, we'll be talking about the role of sleep. It's also important to be able to take your well-deserved rest when you are feeling stressed. Sleep has a way of helping us to renew, to refresh, and we're able to become more productive when we have had a good rest. Whether you're talking about taking a nap or getting a good night's rest. Okay, so Corey, you say you work doing concrete, get the blood flow going, hard work. Yeah, it's a serious work you are doing, physically engaging. So well done. And remember, you should find time to take breaks, care for yourself, care for your own mental health, avoid stress as much as possible. And when you feel stressed, do not allow that to be prolonged. Remember, prolonged experience of stress can lead to burnout, and that will require a bit of more help than someone that is just being stressed. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. I really appreciate. Any more comments? Now, let me quickly answer. Edan, are you still there? Edan, your question on smell. I want to quickly scan through. Okay, so let me think. Let me know if you have any final thoughts on our discussion on stress management. Kindly drop in the comments, in the chat box. I'm trying to scroll to see one or two questions that I need to respond to. Okay, Edan, you're having an experience, a smelling issue. You have a challenge with your sense of smell. Let me try to locate the question. Edan, let me know if you are still there. I want to respond to your question. Red Bunny Classic, are you still there? I appreciate everyone. Okay. Edans is stressed because he's learning coding. Mm, that's a good kind of stress. Okay, say you've lost your sense of smell. Can you tell me why, doctor? Okay, different things can cause loss of sense of smell, including and not limited to a viral infection like COVID-19. One of the symptoms of COVID is still anosmia. That's what we call it. In lay terms, it's loss of ability to smell. So I don't know how your environment is right now. There are still some places where they're experiencing COVID and different variants are showing up. So loss of that sense of smell may be from a viral infection, and it could also be from any other form of infection. It could be bacterial infection, it could be due to a fungal infection. So any form of infection affecting your respiratory system, your nasal region, could make you lose your sense of smell. And it could also be, of course, it could be genetic, talking about the level of ability to perceive a smell. That's talking about it can be passed from a father to the son, it can be passed from a mother to the son, it could be genetic. But since you're an adult, you've always had the ability to smell, but you are now experiencing difficulty in your perception. Now, you should also be able to recognize if you have some other symptoms. There are other symptoms that may give away the cause, the likely cause of this loss of ability to smell. Okay, for example, are you having some nasal discharge? What type of discharge are you having? Are you having a cough? You're having a cold? So it could be as a result of an infection, like I mentioned earlier. It could be a viral infection. It could be even influenza infection. So you will definitely need to consult with your doctor for proper evaluation. So those are some of the causes. Some other causes include, that's to the extreme now. It could be a tumor, like a growth in the brain or in the nasal region that is hindering that ability to smell. Okay, so different things can cause it. So, but you need to consult with your doctor so that you can be well assessed. Detailed history will be taken, and then you can be examined. Your ear, nose, and throat will be examined, and necessary investigations may actually be requested by your doctor so that you can come to identify the cause, and then you can be treated appropriately. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Thank you, Adam, for your question. God, okay, okay. Ganja bet. I don't understand some comments here. I say, okay, Corey Will, I say, you say you'll be watching my channel more. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. Say you enjoy the information. The world need more doctors like you. You are really helpful. Thank you for your comments. Wonderful comments. Thank you. I really appreciate. So remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can get regular notifications when I drop my next video, and then when I come up live. Okay, and I have some videos on my channel. You can watch them. I've done uh, a number of videos talking about hypertension, diabetes, sleep, exercising, food, eating patterns. These are very interesting topics and areas of interest, and I believe you find them helpful. So thank you for your wonderful comments, Corey Wheeler. I'm glad that you found this helpful. Smoking weed can help with stress. Yes, for some people, and of course, the negative effects, the complications from that will definitely overshadow whatever temporary or initial effect the individual may have. Laughing out loud. Okay, K-Sales is yes, yes, very helpful knowledge. Thank you for your attention. You know, I couldn't have done this for myself. I needed to do this for uh, the global community, and then I'm glad that I got people who were able to contribute during this session. Thank you all. It's quite interactive. Say it helps you. Okay, the session has helped you to recognize your issues and strive to work on that, on being stress free. Yes, you should. You should work on being stress free. Okay. Abdullah Rauf. Say, Doctor, you're a good man. Okay, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your comments, Abdullah Rauf. Say, I'm doing a great work helping people. God bless. Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I say you like my shirt. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. Mike Louis. Hello, Mike Louis. Are you just joining us? We've been here for close to 2 hours. Okay, Kesel sharing his experience says he had problems some years ago with smell and tasting and hearing, wow, at the same time, and had to have surgery. And they removed some cartilage from his nose. The doctor, okay, doctor's title, okay, that was actually done by, that procedure must have been done by an ENT surgeon. That's ear, nose, and throat. Yes, the ear, nose, and throat are definitely, they are connected. They are connected. So that means a person could be having pain in their ears when in fact the source of the pain is from the throat. An individual can have challenge with hearing because they have a swelling in their nasal region. Yeah, it can happen. Thank you, Mike Louis, for your comments. Say I'm a I'm a kind man. Okay. Thank God. Thank God for that grace. Corey Wheeler, thank you for your wonderful comments. Say I should be thankful that my channel managed to find you over there in Canada. People of my culture are great people. Thank you. Talking about Nigerians, so you can give nothing but show respect for me and what I do. Wow, thank you. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. From my back end analytics, I have been able to find out that recently, okay, more Nigerians are subscribed and watching my videos. Next, I think Indians, and then Americans. Okay, maybe a few from Canada when I check the details. Okay, so I'm grateful that YouTube was able to place this notification across to you in Canada. Okay, so I thank God for that, and I hope you can share this. You can share this channel with others in your community. I'm sure a lot of people will get to benefit from this community. Thank you so much. Mike Lewis is asking if I've been to Ghana. No, no, no. I have not been to Ghana. I've never been to Ghana. Yeah, freshly wild. I didn't know you were still here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. You say you'll be back again on my next stream. I appreciate. Thank you for joining in. And everyone, in less than 10 minutes, will be in about 5 minutes now. We'll be rounding up on this live session. I really appreciate your joining in. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Remember to click on the subscribe button so that you can get regular notifications when I come up online on YouTube. And then remember to double tap on your screen. Wow. Yeah, Corey Wheeler, thank you. Good night. Be back again on my next stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. KCL, thank you for the recommendation. Say you're going to recommend. Okay, thank you. KCL, still doing a good job at moderation. Thank you for being an excellent moderator. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. So you're going to introduce your mom to my channel. Yes, mommy needs to get this regular information to keep fit, to stay healthy, and that's very good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, KSL. I appreciate your commitment. Thank you for staying through from the beginning and up till this time. Highly commendable. Thank you. Thank you all who joined. Sandy, Chichi, Mike Louie, Abdullah Rauf, anything of Corey Wheeler, KML Rahman, Chichi Meriti, Gamer, MK's Arena, Ruben Candeas, Woody 81, A. Edan, Lalit Agrawal. I appreciate everyone. Krikov Loss. I appreciate everyone for joining in. So Real TV. Of course, Red Bunny Classic. Murty Ice. AS. I hope I got that pronunciation. Okay, let's all go to use what we have learned from this session. Let's learn and improve on our stress management, and that will help us to become more productive. Bye for now. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Sorry if I missed out your comment, question. I appreciate all the comments and the questions. Hopefully, we'll be able to take more comments and questions next time.